Logan Paul made his shocking return to Monday Night Raw, and the WWE Universe is still trying to process what they just witnessed. The social media mogul turned wrestling sensation didn't just show up for a casual appearance, he came with a clear mission, and that mission involved one of the most dangerous men in professional wrestling, CM Punk. Before we dive into all the chaos that unfolded, make sure you hit that subscribe button because you won't want to miss any of the explosive content coming your way. The tension in the arena was electric as Logan Paul's music hit and fans immediately knew something big was about to go down. Logan Paul has been making headlines in the wrestling world ever since he first stepped foot in a WWE ring. His athleticism and natural ability to connect with audiences have turned him from a controversial internet personality into a legitimate competitor who commands respect inside the squared circle. But tonight wasn't about proving himself as an athlete or showcasing his in-ring skills. Tonight was about sending a message, and that message was delivered loud and clear to CM Punk. The moment Logan Paul appeared on the entrance ramp, you could feel the shift in energy throughout the entire building. Fans were on their feet, some cheering, some booing, but everyone was captivated by what was unfolding before their eyes. CM Punk has been on an absolute tear since his return to WWE. The best in the world has reminded everyone exactly why he earned that nickname through decades of hard work and dedication to the craft of professional wrestling. His matches have been nothing short of spectacular, and his promos have cut deeper than ever before. Punk has been calling out anyone who dares to step into his path, and it seems Logan Paul decided to accept that open challenge in the most dramatic way possible. The two men have traded words on social media in the past, but nobody expected their rivalry to explode onto Raw in such a violent and unexpected manner. The attack itself was calculated and brutal. Logan Paul didn't waste time with speeches or explanations. He stormed down to the ring where CM Punk was standing and immediately went on the offensive. The first strike caught Punk off guard, and from there it was pure chaos. Security personnel rushed to the scene, but Logan Paul was like a man possessed, continuing his assault despite multiple attempts to pull him away from the Chicago native. The crowd was split down the middle, with half chanting Logan's name and the other half rallying behind Punk. This is exactly the kind of unpredictable mayhem that makes professional wrestling so compelling, and both men understood the assignment perfectly. What makes this attack even more intriguing is the mention of the Vision. Logan Paul joining forces with a group or aligning himself with a particular faction adds layers of complexity to this situation. The Vision represents something bigger than just one man's vendetta against another. It suggests an organized plan, a strategic approach to taking down CM Punk and potentially reshaping the entire landscape of Monday Night Raw. Wrestling factions have historically created some of the most compelling storylines in the industry, and if Logan Paul is truly part of something larger, we could be witnessing the beginning of a new era on Raw. CM Punk tried to fight back, but the numbers game and the element of surprise worked against him. Every time he managed to get to his feet, another attack would send him back down to the canvas. The referee was powerless to stop what was happening since this wasn't an official match. WWE officials eventually flooded the ring area and managed to separate the two competitors, but the damage had already been done. Punk was left lying in the center of the ring, clutching his ribs and looking up at Logan Paul, who stood at the top of the entrance ramp with a satisfied smirk on his face. The imagery alone told the entire story of dominance and humiliation. The aftermath of the attack has sent shockwaves through social media and the wrestling community. Fans immediately began speculating about what this means for future pay-per-view events and championship opportunities. Could we be looking at a potential match between Logan Paul and CM Punk at the next major WWE event? The chemistry between these two is undeniable, and their contrasting styles would create a fascinating dynamic inside the ring. Logan Paul brings youth, athleticism, and an unpredictable fighting style, while CM Punk represents experience, technical mastery, and an unbreakable will to win. The Vision as a concept opens up numerous possibilities for storytelling. Who else might be part of this group? Are there other WWE superstars who have secretly aligned themselves with Logan Paul's cause? The mystery surrounding the Vision adds an element of suspense that will keep fans tuning in week after week to see how this situation develops. Wrestling thrives on these kinds of interconnected storylines where every segment matters and every appearance could reveal new information about the bigger picture. Logan Paul's evolution as a wrestler has been remarkable to witness. When he first announced his intentions to compete in WWE, many dismissed him as just another celebrity looking for attention. However, he has consistently proven his doubters wrong by putting in the work, training with some of the best coaches in the business, and delivering performances that exceed expectations. His match quality has improved with each appearance, and he's shown a genuine passion for the art form that goes beyond just generating headlines. This attack on CM Punk demonstrates that Logan Paul isn't content with being a part-time performer. He wants to be taken seriously as a main event level talent. CM Punk's response to this attack will be crucial in determining how this feud evolves. The best in the world is not someone who takes disrespect lightly, and you can bet he's already planning his revenge. Punk has a history of delivering some of the most scathing promos in wrestling history, and his verbal retaliation against Logan Paul could be absolutely devastating. The back and forth between these two on the microphone could become just as entertaining as their physical confrontations. Both men have strong personalities and neither is afraid to push boundaries when it comes to trash talk. The timing of this attack is also significant. Raw has been building momentum with several compelling storylines, and the addition of Logan Paul vs. CM Punk adds another marquee attraction to an already stacked roster. WWE is clearly positioning Monday Night Raw as must-see television, and moments like this justify that positioning. When fans know that anything can happen at any moment, they're more likely to watch live rather than catching up on highlights later. Logan Paul's surprise appearance and subsequent attack creates water-cooler moments that get people talking and generates organic buzz across all platforms. The physicality of the assault was intense, and both men sold the severity of the situation perfectly. Wrestling works best when the performers commit fully to their characters and the emotions of the moment. Logan Paul's aggression felt authentic, and CM Punk's selling of the attack made it seem genuinely dangerous. These kinds of segments require trust between the performers and a deep understanding of how to work the audience. Both Logan Paul and CM Punk demonstrated that they possess these qualities in abundance. The crowd reactions throughout the segment proved that the fans were completely invested in what was happening. Looking ahead, there are countless directions this storyline could take. Will CM Punk seek immediate revenge, or will he play the long game and wait for the perfect opportunity to strike back? How will WWE management respond to this unprovoked attack? Could we see stipulations added to a potential match between these two competitors? The questions are endless, and that's what makes this development so exciting. Wrestling storytelling is most effective when it creates genuine curiosity about what happens next, and this situation has accomplished exactly that. The social media reaction has been explosive, with fans creating memes, video packages, and detailed analyses of every moment from the segment. Logan Paul's existing fanbase from his YouTube and boxing careers brings a different demographic to WWE programming, and his involvement helps expand the reach of professional wrestling to audiences who might not otherwise tune in. This crossover appeal is valuable for WWE as they continue to grow their global brand and attract new viewers. At the same time, hardcore wrestling fans appreciate that Logan Paul respects the business enough to continuously improve his craft rather than coasting on his celebrity status. CM Punk represents the old guard of professional wrestling, while Logan Paul embodies the new era of crossover stars who blur the lines between different forms of entertainment. Their collision creates a fascinating contrast that speaks to larger conversations about the evolution of the wrestling industry. Some purists might resist the idea of influencers and celebrities taking spots from career wrestlers, but Logan Paul has done enough to earn his place in the conversation. His work ethic, willingness to take bumps, and dedication to telling compelling stories have won over many skeptics. The vision could potentially include other WWE superstars who share Logan Paul's perspective or have their own reasons for targeting CM Punk. Factions work best when there's clear motivation and defined roles for each member. If the vision is presented as a group of performers who feel overlooked or underestimated, it could resonate with audiences and create natural babyface versus heel dynamics. The possibilities for multi-man matches, surprise reveals, and long-term storytelling are endless when you have a stable with clear objectives. The production values during this segment were top-notch, with cameras capturing every angle of the attack and commentary selling the severity of what was happening. WWE's production team deserves credit for making these moments feel larger than life. The way they built the tension, captured the crowd reactions, and framed the action contributed significantly to the overall impact of the segment. Professional wrestling is a visual medium, and the technical execution matters just as much as the performance itself. Logan Paul's confidence on the microphone has also improved dramatically since his early WWE appearances. If given the opportunity to cut a promo explaining his actions, he'll likely deliver something that generates significant buzz. The ability to articulate your character's motivations and connect with the audience through words is just as important as what happens inside the ring. CM Punk is widely regarded as one of the greatest talkers in wrestling history, so any verbal exchange between these two will be must-see television. The attack has also raised questions about championship implications. Is Logan Paul positioning himself for a title shot? Does he view CM Punk as an obstacle in his path to championship glory? These kinds of ambitious character motivations create stakes that matter and give audiences reasons to care about the outcome of matches. Wrestling needs clear hierarchies and goals for its performers, and this attack establishes Logan Paul as someone with serious intentions about climbing the ladder on Monday Night Raw. The unpredictability factor cannot be overstated. In an era where so much wrestling content is analyzed and dissected before it even airs, genuine surprises are rare and valuable. Logan Paul's appearance and attack wasn't heavily telegraphed through weeks of build-up, it just happened and caught everyone off guard. These kinds of shocking moments remind fans why they fell in love with wrestling in the first place. The spontaneity and anything can happen atmosphere is part of what makes live wrestling special. As the dust settles from this explosive confrontation, one thing is absolutely certain: the war between Logan Paul and CM Punk is just beginning. Both men have too much pride and competitive fire to let this situation resolve quickly or quietly. We're likely looking at a months-long feud that will include multiple matches, possible stipulations, and involvement from other WWE superstars. This is the kind of program that can headline pay-per-view events and drive significant interest in WWE programming across all platforms. Make sure you stay subscribed to catch every twist and turn in this developing story, because if tonight showed us anything, it's that Logan Paul and CM Punk are just getting started, and you won't want to miss a single moment of what promises to be one of the most talked about feuds of the year.